All right, all right. I think we're live. Let me know if there's anyone out there to let me know and let me know about the audio for the music and myself. Let me know if that all sounds okay. Um, and then, yeah, if you're here, let me know how you went about your tournament. If you've done it, how far did you get? If you haven't done it, what are you hoping for? Hey, Chris. Good morning or good evening. Yeah, or good night. It's like 12 a.m. here. I normally am good at respecing. Audio is good. Okay, so that's great. I'm normally good at respecing before the the live stream. I did not really have the time for that, so I'm just going to try to do that quick. We're not going to do a progress update type of video ahead of the tournament this time. But if anyone has any specific questions, of course, I'm more than happy to answer. But I will try just to race through and fixing up, preparing for tournament. And hey, Richard and Chris, so for both of you, how did you go for the tournament? So if you've done it already. Ecliptic said you don't want to have 0. I was thinking about it in my head, Ecliptic, when I was looking at it. I'll do 300. I don't want to waste more than that. I don't think that had much to say for my results, though, just to be clear. But yeah, now we do want to leave a little bit of levels there. But you do remind me, though, that I do need to set up the lock. And that is one of those key things that is important. Why any? I mean, technically, Cup, I could just skip it. It's just cheap for the 300 first levels. Like, I didn't do the 400. So technically, I could have left it at 0. I did that last tournament. And it's perfectly fine. I just need to remove these locks. And then we're gonna lock this anyway, so yeah, it doesn't really matter. Hey Casey, how are you? Have you done your tournament yet? Yeah, exactly, Cup. But after I max it, I do just max this too. But yeah, totally not relevant. So that's why I just the first 300 where it doesn't really cost anything. All the best with the tourney, says Ryan. Ryan, how did you go? I know for a fact that this was going to be a horrible, horrible tournament for me. And I'll get to that in a second to illustrate why, because there's several reasons. But I'll just fix up this workshop for a second. That's fine. We don't care about those. Those are fine. We don't care about maxing the rest here. We're good there. And then we do enhance. So Richard says, my farming run just finished. I'll try to roll shockwave frequency on ACP, then strat the 2-hour struggle in champs. Yeah, good luck. Good luck. And best of luck. Hope to see you in Legend soon, Richard. I mean, seemingly progressed quite well, so good on you. And Ryan, how far did you get? Did you reach 2K waves, or how far did you get this time around? Just gonna make sure I don't forget to put in all the things that I want to put in. Casey, aren't you busy today? So what are you up to, Casey? Why are you busy? Tell us. And hey, Grandpa, you hear us? That's great. Actually, okay, regarding audio, before we get into the tournament, there is something that I kind of wanna show. It's a little bit silly, but that's also why I think it's extra funny. So let me see if I'm able to do this. So some of you every now and then use voice channels, right? Whether it's on Spartan server or on the JPlays one. And I I don't have any catchphrases myself, and I don't have necessarily the most beautiful voice, but we all love JP's voice, and so what I created was you can use like horns of like JP. So hopefully you can hear that audio. I might try to turn off the music. Oh, but then maybe you can't hear it at all. Hang on, I'm gonna try something because I want to show this, but I don't think you can hear it yet. So let me try to more or less mute the music so you can hear these.
DP the boss. All right, here we go, guys. Focus. Let's go. Let's go. This is it. This is it. With no black hole. Man, I'm happy too.
So anyone can use those in the voice channels. It's just a silly, silly thing. I had fun doing that just ahead of the live stream. If you have any suggestions of others that I should get in the future, then let me know. Hopefully you could hear it. But enough about that. If you ever want to say that to DP the boss, then then you know where to go. All right, let me see if I can get the music and things sorted again. And let's get our situation here sorted as well. Haha, love it. This controls. LOL. Yeah. No, it's funny. Yeah. And JP has those famous phrases, especially the "Let's go." So if you ever want to hear that, maybe before going to bed or before starting your own tournament or celebrating your results, then you know where to go. If you can't find the real person. All right. So we are doing this. We normally do 15 in this. And sorry, again, normally I prefer to have this sorted before the live stream. Just so you don't have to watch that. Yes, you love them, Casey? Are you going to use them all the time going forward? Hopefully. Have them just play on repeat. I think that's the way to go about it. Oh, so Zephyr, sorry, I missed that message. Hey Jay, I'm trying to orb Devo tier 7 to 6k. Should I just focus on labbing my HP for a few days or should I do enhancements? I'm really trying to get these last 3 levels in Black Hole Coin and DV cells. Labbing my HP for a few days. Should I do? I mean, it's the question of whether you do HP or the black hole coins or just like in combination. I think the one thing for you to check, and it might be the easiest, either you can send me the HP labs, just message me, or you can put them in the effective path. Sometimes it's easy to just think of the normal health one, but there might be that death wave is better for you, or wall fortification if you have wall, or other considerations if you just want like the best bang for the buck on your health. So maybe just toss in your labs a consideration so I can look closer, because I'm always a little bit scared of giving too explicit advice without knowing enough information, Xever. Christian says, do starter cash. Everyone should just max out starter cash. That's right. That's right, Christian. That is right. And hey to you as well. Thanks for joining us. How far did you go, Christian? I saw that. I think Ryan said he got 1,570. So that's solid. I know that this is going to be a horrible tournament for myself, for a number of reasons that I'll get to. Should we bother to do one more? Let's go harder here. 2,612, Christian. Wow, wow, good on you. That's wild. That's such a different world. How are you guys finding the interface change for you guys? By the way, like I noticed the cards are a bit more compressed. I'm not sure if I fancy that, but I don't see any bugs at least. So I guess that's something. And so maybe I guess I shouldn't complain. But didn't we used to have 4 cards? Yeah, we did, right? That's gonna take a while to get used to know where each card is now. That is a bit unusual for me. I'm just gonna check that my cards are swappable. This should just be a wave skip difference, right? Yeah. Did you update the game? Yes, I updated. So it forced me to update for... Yeah, it just forced me to update. I don't know if it did that for you guys, but it was because I logged out or opened it on a different device. And so that forced me to do the update. Maybe you guys don't have it yet? I just finished Shadow Shard level 3, but I can't afford level 4 until I've done the respec. Okay, so let me talk just quickly now. First, I'm going to show you the bracket I'm in, because I have opened that earlier today, and I feel quite certain that there's no keys at all on the table this time around. So, we got a top 10 player here. We got the first 9 over 1,000 waves. But then, look at where I'm typically placing, down here in 18. And Sleepy Joe, among others, is a tier 18 one that is currently going. So yeah, we're hopefully we're not demoting, but we're not getting any keys. I think I feel quite confident on, again, especially because this guy is also climbing. Another reason why we're not getting any keys is because I've just focused full on econ the last few days, and I've even respec'd my bots because I wanted to do some testing. Some of you know that I've done AmpBot and been playing around with that for tournaments. Now that I'm just full on econ for a little bit, I respect to the golden bot and just put the rest in duration. In part to document the impact of duration on golden bot, especially with the Orb Devil, which typically doesn't require or need much duration, and I increased the duration from about 27 seconds to 32, and the results are not that impactful. Sure, it helps a fair bit, but not as much as you like. I could have had just put those medals and just kept them in Amplify, but really, I felt like but I was like a 5 to 10% increase overall to my coin income. So yeah, we're not looking great, and this is the first tournament after Xola payments are available, so we are expecting to be not getting any keys, and my key situation is not the greatest anyways. I think ideally I just want to save up and get the nuke. I think that's just a nice quality of life. Hey Spartan, what's up JPlayers? Can't stay long but wanted to throw a like on the stream and say good luck. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Thanks a lot, and good luck to your tournament, which I'm guessing is tomorrow, is it? To let people in the chat know when. And Casey, yeah, rough bracket, even without the Christian, Ryan or Christian. Yeah, exactly. It is a tough bracket, so we'll see about that. Except for I missed your message again. You have 3 labs for perma, 1 for BH coins till it's done, and 1 for whatever I feel at the time. My 3 permas are def abs. I don't know why you're labbing def absolute defense, Xever. Again, maybe something you could share me about. You're doing tier 7, so I can't imagine a world where absolute defense is relevant for you at all. Unless you're, I don't know, I can't think of a good reason to why you should be doing that. So maybe reevaluate that or share more in chat, and people can also help comment on it. But it sounds a bit odd to be a tier 7 and doing absolute defense. Ryan 150, Ryan 1500 wave and top 5 consistently. The legend is a fantastic place to be. Yeah. No, for sure. I'd swap places anytime. So I'd love to have that position, Ryan. So you're both doing amazing. All right, so we should start. The one thing I could... All right, so I could squeeze out just one level here. There's not really any point in squeezing in a level just for additional coin or for additional health. But considering that we're so close, I might as well just use a shard or like, hang on, let me just calculate how many, just to squeeze it up to one more level for the tournament. So we need 200. The reason why I'm not shattering all is because I am going to be working on Shatter Shard level 4, and so I want to get more bang for the buck. And a neat trick, by the way, some of you probably know this, but back in the day, I used to do only rare plus for shattering, and then once I got the inventory full, I sacrificed the rare plus. But you can, if you want to make more space, you can make them epic. Not epic plus, but epic. And that just frees up a lot more space. So I'm just hoarding epics at the moment that I'm going to be mostly all shattering once I got my Shatter Shard lab level at 5. So just to get the most bang for the buck. But yeah, sorry. So I needed 200 on the core just quickly. Doesn't matter which one we do though. And nobody's reminded me that I haven't put on my DC. I guess it's because it's so horrible at Mythic. I think this is what we're going to run with the first time. I could maybe... It feels like maybe I should do death penalty on this one. And it might be one where I just run a second run offline. The reason for that is for me and with the battle conditions is that with my plasma cannon being less effective, with the ultimate weapon durations and all of this, I feel like I have so bad single target damage that I ideally want to probably should use DP for this one. But okay, so we've changed mods. We have changed cards. We have changed our range and shockwave size. We've done the respec. We'll fix target priority once we start. And we'll fix the orb placement once we start. But okay, so last messages from Xepher. I'm testing def percentage and def abs to see how far they can truly go. I know it's going to hurt me in the present. I mean, it's going to hurt you in the future too, Xepher. And then he says, but I'm hoping that in the super long term, it's worth it. No chance anyone in the world has as high. But it could also end up being a super waste. I'll find out in about a year and a half. So the interesting thing for you, Xepher, is at the very least that there are 2 modules, and it would be silly by the devs if they don't introduce some kind of absolute defense mechanic at some point, because the ability itself right now is quite useless. And so they should be introducing something to it. Hey, Kel. Good luck, dude. Good luck to you as well, buddy. You've had some great progress recently, and best of luck in your tournament. Thank you for your support. Okay, I think we're ready. It's probably things that I've forgotten. And again, we're not really expecting great results today, so it's more... I'm thinking more of this as a Q&A, where hopefully I can be of help and also learn from you guys. But I don't really see this tournament. It feels more like a little bit of waste of time, if you ask me. In terms of we're not going to get any keys, but of course we got to fight for it and do our best. So we might as well just jump into it. I'm sure there's something I've forgotten, but here we go. Making sure to turn on ultimate weapons, as you should. Making sure to change target priority, as one should. Well, I always just start out with something like this and I tweak it depending on how I feel things are going. So we got that sorted. We got this sorted. Did I remember to do the lock? I think I did, right? No, there's no lock here. Ah, god damn it, I knew there was something I forgot to do. I don't care about the gems. Let's just end it and go back. This is one of the benefits of not doing a last minute stream. But there you go. It shows how easy it is to forget things. Oh, is it because the free? Oh, I haven't changed this card setup since the previous tournament. That's what it is. I should be careful then, just to take note of if there's anything that shouldn't be there. Don't really need. Should have just do range immediately. Alright, I think we're good. Sorry about that. Let's try one more time. Thomas is asking Christian, don't you have a YouTube channel? I keep seeing you in all these tournament live streams and I would love to watch your progress gameplay from your comments. Yeah. Or consolidate certain things maybe in a... Maybe he needs a page separate for him on the Knowledge Hub with just insights from him. Maybe that's... Oops, sorry. Leveled the wrong thing. Maybe that's what he needs. Am I going crazy? Oh, there we go, finally. I kept messing up. Now we have the lock on enemy attack level skips, finally. That shouldn't be that hard to do. But yeah, Thomas, so you chase Christian for that. I'm sure he has a lot of things that could be valuable for the community to learn, and so really appreciate. That being said, though, do appreciate all of you, including Christian, for contributing and sharing, and we all get stronger and improve. Oh, I haven't even changed the gameplay. Jesus. Yeah, sorry, JP. Thanks for pointing that out. Show us the tower full screen. I did not mean for you to stay on that screen that long. I apologize. I'm clearly a bit of a mess today. I blame JP and the JP sounds. I'll play some of them in the background now just to feel the mood.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
There we go. Let's go. And Hans asking, why don't you put boss as first target? The reason for that is, well, some of it is a little bit of a legacy thing in terms of just my overall journey and progress. The issue with setting it to boss, or has been for me, is that range eventually comes in and do chip damage then. So sometimes it just simply depends on your tower. Like if I don't nuke a boss quick enough and there's ranged around or similar, then they risk to just really screw me over. The let's go chorus. Time to compose some music. Duly noted, Chris. I'll work on that next time then. I'll turn that let's go into some beautiful music. Richard says, I've managed to not swap my intro sprint card now. Now one less shot, don't be me. At least we can go several times, Richard. So I'm glad I was able to fix up my situation. Hey, Joey, what's up? Wow, you've improved your masteries a lot now, Joey. So Joey just got DM mastery to level 3 and damage to level 2. So hoping to get a personal best in Legend today. Yeah, and I think I'm feeling confident you're gonna beat me in this one, Joey. That's amazing. And what you what would be interesting for you to share with the rest of the listeners is that you've gotten quite a lot of masteries compared to your lifetime income, right? I think last time we spoke, you were at 6 quadrillion, and just a few days ago, or correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, Joey. So, super interested to see how things are gonna work out for you. Is it basically that you use like 30% of your lifetime income, or is it more? I guess it sounds like a lot more, but yeah, do let us know. And I'm certainly feeling the FOMO on the demon card and damage card myself. I think I'm probably will see if I give in after saving up for smart missiles first, and then we'll see if I give in for getting one of them, or who knows, both. But original intent at least is smart missiles, poison swamp, and then golden tower plus. But plans change. Oh, what I figured we could do, in part because this tournament is going to be horrible anyways, I'm going to jump on the public lobby. And so if anyone wants to chat voice, we potentially could try to do that for this this stream. So I'll try to jump my voice channel. So again, if anyone wants to talk, we could try to do it for this live stream. As I'm in the public lobby at the moment. And Hans, okay, thanks. I die mostly from the boss, that's why I asked. No, that's totally fair. And what I find, if I'm struggling mostly with boss, which I am, the one thing I sometimes, if I want to cheese it, I could do close. I'll change to closest when the boss is close to me, for example, and various ways to kind of try to squeeze out some more boss damage. 99% angel. Is any problem with death wave? What's the question? Are you wondering if my death wave, there's something wrong with it? I mean, there is a lot of things technically wrong with my death wave, I guess you could say, in terms of my damage and everything. It doesn't do much from that perspective anymore. Or ever. In this very distant future, sure, I'll get up the damage and so forth, but it's not a great one at the moment. One of the changes they just did with the update, by the way, is that the Bob, the floating gem, now scales. Oh, and I should also add that. Oh, I can't change it now. But I would change my orbs. I don't need all the orbs probably in the inside, at least not initially. Do orb line. Oh, you can't see my death wave. Oh, that's interesting. I guess that's part of the update, possibly, huh? All right, so hi, Polly. You're probably the only girl here. Do you want to introduce yourself? Watch out. A 99% angel. That could be I'm sorry, there could be a lot of girls here, but hey, Polly. Well, we obviously know each other, but I'm curious if you want to introduce yourself or not. Or whether you want me to. It's actually quite a boring. Are you just gonna say hi? Okay, yeah. So Polly here. Yeah, it's a girl. Guys, run. So Polly is my fiance, so that's why she's here to bully me. I'm surprised she didn't say anything mean. Normally she would just scream and tell me to do the dishes or something. Oh, I'm the crush. Okay, sure. I mean, you were the one lucky scoring me, so... but okay. This isn't a safe space anymore. Totally, Christian, totally. We should abandon. The game has failed. Yeah, this game is meant to deter women from being around us. Clearly it's not working. Welcome, Polly. Swift says, good morning, Jay. Oh, bye, Polly. That was all? No insults, nothing? Just hi and bye? Ban her, yeah, okay, yeah, hang on. Or at least do a super chat, Polly. But hey, yeah, hey Swift, have you done your tournament yet? And how did it go? But yeah, Polly's banned for life now. Yeah, I'm for life. Yeah, I locked the door. She's on a night shift at the moment. She's not at home, so I'm locking the doors, and it's my apartment now. I'm not joking, Christian. Maybe you are, but I'm not.
Let's go.
But yeah, again, if anyone wanted to drop on voice, I am on the public lobby on Discord. So if anyone do want to join or just talk while doing this tournament stream, you can join. Munchalicious. So I'm doing the tournament right now, and it's gonna be a horrible one. I started it much earlier today when I didn't do a run, but just to get in a bracket. And last tournament I got 550, and now we're probably gonna be around the same. So no medals, no keys this time around. I'm quite confident of. It's a tough one. Swift has not yet done his tournament. His run should end in about an hour. Hopefully I get a better bracket than you. Yeah, I mean, in hindsight, I should have just joined the bracket now. Today I joined 2 hours after the tournament opened, and it's normally been okay, but again, the RNG. Andre here, my business channel. Oh, got it. Okay, hi Andre. Munchalicious. Are you trying to sell us some candy? Is that why you're on that channel? You're all over the place. I mean, both yes and no. You're in Isle of Man, which is not all over the place. All right, so I don't know how much. One thing I'm curious about, and I like crowdsourcing some thoughts and opinion on this. With today's battle conditions, I'm curious what you guys either change up or maybe you don't change anything. Whether you feel like it favors certain modules or favors certain like approaches to the game. Just curious to hear what you guys have to say about that. I feel like for me, this is potentially a tournament where I'm probably gonna get more benefit out of death penalty compared to my my DP, but time remains to see, and I might do a second one. Everyone makes their own decisions. I'm not selling anything here to support only. Yeah, cheers, buddy. I'm just messing around. Yeah, we should get sponsored by Munchalicious. I think so. Yeah. Beyond Towers to get them when knocked back. I always wonder. Oh, Ryan, that's a really good point, and I feel like it might be, especially now also with that I have finally a chrono field that is more developed. I agree that. So Ryan is basically saying like doing it, for example, here is where I also often would place it, because you get them a bit more on the way in and also on the knockback. That's a great point, Ryan, and I tend to do that as well. So the one thing that I want to work on that I don't have fully yet is I want to get 40 range, just so my inner workshop orbs would hit tanks better. So I'll have that sorted for next tournament. But luckily there's no tanks ultimate this time around. Except for I'm in the Discord because I want to explain the def abs theory. All right, hang on. Before that, I'll let the rest here judge if they want to learn more about def abs or not. I feel like there's something that, well, maybe people are interested in, but I feel like some might be the other way around on it. 110 quadrillion on your last run? Jesus. My lifetime coins is 19 quadrillion. Okay, so I'm gonna ask, should we hear out Xepher's def abs theory? Wait, that's a Q&A. Sorry. Start a poll. Alright, we'll let the community decide. But, so there we go. I find it pretty wild how you're jumping into some absolute defense thing, and you're saying you won't know whether it's a good decision for 1.5 year. But kudos to you, Xepher. I think, I mean, do whatever that makes you happy or curious and engaged and so forth, right? That totally, even if people might say that it's not the most efficient, that's not really what matters, right? If you don't care about that, or if you just want to go about the game how you want to do it, then totally do it. So even if I also might say, hey, that might not be very efficient, don't let that stop you from doing it. But you are in the Discord, so try speaking in the Discord then, and let's see if you can hear you out. David Delaney, checking on a mobile. Has he made it to wave 2 yet? Usually he's on 1x speed for tournaments. David, I am at 5x speed for now. But who knows when that might end, especially in today's tournament. And I am sorry for slowing down the tournaments. I wish I was stronger and didn't have to do it. So I'll try to speak now. The people on YouTube, let me know if my voice gets echoed now. I'm a little bit worried about that. And let me know if you can hear Xepher so we can hear out his absolute defense theory.
Yeah, it's an interesting one. I don't know if it's actually going to pay off at all, but we'll find out.
Okay, so yeah, give me just 1 second, Xepher. Let's just confirm that the audio is okay, and then you can tell all about it. So yeah, guys, can you still hear me? And can you hear Xepher? How do I pronounce it, by the way? Xepher?
Zephyr, yeah, Zephyr,
Xepher.
yeah, you're saying it right.
Xepher. Okay. Can you guys hear us? Because I'm worried if I suddenly drop out or not when changing. But hopefully it's still fine.
Yeah, no, I know.
He is low, okay. And I guess I'm not echo then. Oh, I know why you're low. Hang on. No, the reason why you're low is because my music is low.
Oh, gotcha.
So we're going to try this. Let's see if you try to speak now.
Hello, testing.
It might still be the same. So, okay. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to pause music for a second. Then we can turn up the desktop audio. Try to continue to speak.
Hello, testing. Hello,
all right, guys,
testing.
So let us know if that's better. I'm guessing it's going to be a lot better now. But let me know if I should make him even louder, guys.
Still low.
All right, we'll try up there then.
I was going to say, I have my input actually down to half, so I can increase that if you want.
Yeah,
perfect. Okay, good.
Yeah, the only challenge is like the 20-second delay or 10-second or whatever, so maybe I suddenly messed it up. But
yeah.
I still need to figure out how to properly split audio from Discord and desktop audio. But yeah, cool. Thanks for jumping on the lobby, and talking with me.
Yep.
Now too loud. It's good now. Oh, you need a comment. Wait till you read a comment. Wait till late. Too loud
drop
now.
me like 8%.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, guys. Now and now. Just talk a little bit, Xavier, just so they
Hello,
can
testing,
easier.
testing. Hello, testing.
It should be in the good audio zone compared to for my settings at least. So let's see. Hopefully it's good now, and hopefully we didn't blow out people's eardrums.
Yeah,
or anything
that's
like
why I
that.
started talking quieter, because when they said it was too loud, I'm just like, I don't want to break people.
Yeah. No, exactly.
Good.
Okay, good. Okay, let's hope it's good. All right, so let's hear your absolute defense theory. Let's hear you out.
Okay. So right now, my goal is to max out both defense percent and defense absolute, strictly because one, I want 98% without any perks, without anything. So this way, less damage, better. And I want to find out exactly how high defense absolute can go. Like for instance, if it can get to like 3 big Q, for instance. So if I'm at 98% with 3 big Q, defense abs, I won't take damage until 300 big Q plus.
So maybe someone can talk me through it, but does the absolute defense scale that? Have you confirmed? I mean, you could look that up in the workshop calculator, or sorry, the lab and workshop calculator, couldn't you, in terms of calculating how much damage mitigation is actually possible? Is that what you're basing your number on, or is that just a guess?
I didn't actually know that was a thing, so maybe I'll do that. But I figured with enhancements, the lab's fully maxed, the highest possible module effect, I figured it could get up there.
Interesting. I'm curious about you guys. So totally is pointing out a very relevant thing. There is do you know the effective paths spreadsheet?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, so putting in your stats there, then you can kind of toy around and you can input and try to see what the stats, like the output would be basically. Would be with 99. But as Christian is pointing out, who's like an endgame player, even if you were to have that, there would still be like you would get one shot on tier 16 and above. So, because
I'm kind of looking at it now.
Because the damage scaling is so quick and high eventually that you do want to. That's also why people do move away from health builds to hybrid and glass cannon, because that's the limit to how far you can take it.
Yeah, but like I'm saying, like just looking at like your own wave 165 right now with 38 trillion damage. So if by chance defense absolute can actually get up to like the quintillions, then I still wouldn't be taking any damage right now.
Yeah, I'm just.
Yeah.
I don't think
no.
like you can see mine is maxed, right? Like just a workshop. Obviously, I haven't touched the lab much.
Yeah. What's your current number? Because I know you have it maxed, but what is like your current value?
Oh, the lab level for defense absolute?
No, not lab. Just the value in your game right now.
150.
Okay,
million.
So that's with it maxed. Right now, mine maxed without perks is 1.25 billion. So I'm not taking damage.
Yeah. But the problem is
I'm only halfway done the labs. Yeah.
Yeah.
As I said, we're not going to know if my theory is correct or wrong, or correct or incorrect, for a very long time, until I get everything maxed out and figure out exactly.
Yeah,
numbers.
and again, you played exactly as you want, but I think as also many are pointing out, like you could put in these numbers already in the effective paths to see the output. And
I'm gonna do that after this to find out.
They are warning you about jumping into it, but again, you play exactly as you want. And people are pointing out like Swift here that the problem is that there's no additional multipliers on defense absolute like damage. For example, there's what like 4 masteries that are raw damage multipliers and so forth. The only thing you could say is that maybe one of the next 2 modules will have some synergy with the absolute defense, but again, I don't think that would justify going that hard into it anyways.
Yeah, after I didn't actually know I could calculate it like that. After this, I'm going to put everything in. But either way, I'm already committed months of my life to it, so I'm going to see it through.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, keep us posted about that. And thank you for jumping on to share. Christian is just saying, I'm rooting for you, Xefer, and I hope it works for
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, just everybody always shits on absolute defense, so I figured, you know what, screw it, let's put it to the test.
Sure. All right,
I'm gonna hop out now.
Yeah.
Good luck on the
cheers.
rest of your stream.
Yeah, thanks for jumping on.
Yep.
And if anyone else wants to jump on, you can always just jump on the lobby on Discord if you do wanna. Oh, now the music is really loud. Sorry, I need to adjust that. Yeah, if anyone wants to talk, thanks a lot for Xever to share his unique build and for you guys to be critical, which I think we should be, but also supportive. And so I think that's the way we should approach these things. And so thank you, everyone. I need to fix my setup a little bit here because I feel like I keep missing messages from you guys, and I'm sorry about that. So I'm gonna adjust a little bit. Ryan felt rather anxious wearing a noise-canceling headset for the mic test. Sorry about that. Sorry. You read a comment way too late. Yeah, I read a lot of comments not too late. Jamin said, JPlays, check out the software Elgato makes called Wavelink. It's designed to do exactly what you're trying to do. Free too, I believe. Okay. So I was setting up in OBS initially, and I thought I had it sorted, but I clearly messed up a little bit. And Joey is saying that to answer my question from earlier, his lifetime coins is now 10 quadrillion, and he spent 2 quadrillion on Demon Mode Labs and 1 quadrillion on Damage Labs. So about 1/3 of his lifetime coins into Masteries. And he's saying, I definitely know it's not sustainable. That's why now I'm working towards GT Plus. Yeah, and I think a lot of us are in the same spot, like you and me both, of focusing on getting to that Golden Tower Plus. And wow, you see I'm already dropping energy shield. Music too loud. Yeah, so there we go. Let's go. Where's my let's go? I'm so glad I can just use this now. I'm just gonna be spamming that button for the rest of the stream. 100 billion abs defense is about the max you can get, and that's with the abs perk. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I felt like it sounded way too loud. Way too high, sorry. Ryan says, I hope they might make an upgrade that interacts with dabs on top of Fortress to build up on its upgrade path or something. Yeah, exactly. I mean, if you're a developer and you're looking at the game and you're seeing that there's this one ability that is just a meme and everybody just makes fun of, then wouldn't you want to try to make that ability relevant in the game? Like, to me at least, it seems like a no-brainer to introduce a module or something that brings that ability back to life. Because even just the fact that we're having ongoing conversation of whether you should skip the defense absolute relic or not, kind of points to that they should do something about it. So yeah, I'm totally with you there, Ryan. Miguel says, good luck. Thank you. I feel like, and probably some of you guys are experiencing the same, where say maybe at a wave 200, 150 or something, you might suddenly drop an energy shield or two or your wall, and then you suddenly continue. In part, that would be because of Berserker, that you take some damage unless you have the ability to charge your Berserker yourself. That just takes you further. So you get a little bit scared so early in the tournament and be like, oh my god, am I struggling already? And then it turns out that it actually is easier for quite some time. Jarek, so what's the theory about the def abs? It was just basically about that Xepher wanted to max it, want to go all in on defense percentage and abs defense, and we were trying to say how the math doesn't necessarily add up in terms of that being an efficient strategy, especially because of the tiers increasing so much. Richard, yeah, if a new armor module would convert dabs into damage, that would be interesting. Yeah, no, certainly. And I'm all for making dabs useful again, even though I've skipped the dabs relics. I wanted to develop my golden bot back in the day whenever we've had the dabs relic. So I'm happy with that, no matter how relevant Defense Absolute might become in the future, because I've felt like I've earned the gains from having a better golden bot as a result. But yeah, I wouldn't be able to get it as strong as someone else if there was a dabs converting to damage. Yeah, Random was also saying that you could fix maybe dabs by have it scale based on tier. Yeah, maybe that's one way to go about it. Totally lost waves compared to last turn, despite going from 65 to 90 Chronofield's speed reduction, and getting Chronofield +3 on top of various damage upgrades. This set of battle conditions is brutal. Wow. Yeah, and so I'm not expecting, even if I were to PB, I still wouldn't get into the keys. And so last tournament was 550. Well, I can show you here. 550, 555. I'm expecting possibly lower today, but I mean, I will get in the 1624 bracket, it seems, no matter what I do today. So I think I'm treating it more as a Q&A of sorts. Oh, yeah. Good question with the black hole. I'm going to monitor it in terms of whether I feel like I'm creating some shotgun, but I'm not so sure. Yeah, I need to check out Ryan's video about turning off black hole. That will be interesting. Ask whatever. I'm just trying this Q&A feature. Let's see how that works. Sorry, I'm still learning about all the various features while live streaming. Ask whatever. Wait, should I really have said that? I shouldn't have said ask whatever. That's stupid. Christian is saying this turn is mostly about Poison Swamp and CC. He did. I spoke to him yesterday. Yeah. But Christian, what about if you don't have Poison Swamp, huh? What then? What about us? Marcel is trying a no cannon run now. Who gave the idea again? JP. Yeah, make sure to give JP credit. Well, give JP credit for finding it on Reddit, I guess is the correct way. Jarek is asking, when are the tier 19 and 20, when are they going to be added? People are already making 10k waves in tier 18 and probably another tier in tournaments like Black Knight tournament after Legends. Good question. I think there has been some statements from developers earlier of like they're not going to introduce a new tournament tier anytime soon. So I'm not sure if that's correct, but that's basically what I've heard, that we shouldn't be expecting that. As for the tier 19 and 20, I also don't know any. Maybe some of you guys know some speculation or rumors, but I haven't seen anything like black and white on that. And yeah, it's interesting, Marcelo. It's interesting the no cannon strategy. It doesn't work for me because I want the damage scaling. So for to extend the orbless phase, or just to squeeze out more damage also with orb devil or whatever. So it doesn't really work for me, but for some it could work. At least for a while. Oh, Christian says, I have PS and I didn't use it. Oh, wait. I'm not following, Christian, so please enlighten me and educate me. You have you have Poison Swamp but didn't use it, so what's the story there? What is it that I'm not understanding? Totally tried to get Chronofield duration or duration submod, couldn't hit it. When Chronofield goes down, it's just Chip City. Yeah, so that's gonna be the thing for me as well. And if I'm doing a second run, maybe I'll do Galaxy Compressor or something, but it feels stupid to do. But just to help me with the uptime, I don't really want to do that at this point. And it's also one of the reasons why I feel like maybe I want to keep Black Hole, because it can just help me RNG in between whenever the Chronofield drops. But soon, I'm probably going to start having to do slow-mo in order to survive. We'll see. But I feel like they're already hitting me very quick. Christian is so strong, like, so he's not one of us mortals, so, but he's saying he doesn't really care too much about tournament anymore, and he just used his farming setup and said fuck it and got to like 2,600, which is wild. That is sick. I wish I could pretend that this is my tournament no, sorry, my farming setup. I wish I could say that, but it isn't. Thomas is asking, what are your high-end guys' thoughts on stone use? Is it better to use stones to upgrade one's current ultimate weapon, so get all ultimate weapon first to unlock ultimate weapon plus? So I'll let the big guy, the big shot guys share first. I feel like there's some components to that. Like, ideally, you start out and you get like the 5 ultimate weapons that you kind of want to start out with, and you develop those for a while, and then maybe you'll get the 6th and 7th, or already from the 5th you start to rush towards Golden Tower Plus. But it depends on where you are in the game, I'd say. But for example, for me, who have 7 ultimate weapons, I'm basically just straight to Golden Tower Plus now. It's just unlocking Smart Missiles, and then unlocking Poison Swamp, and then getting the golden Tower Plus, the golden combo. I'm suddenly gonna die or trigger the second wind without like watching the gameplay, I feel like, at this point. J-Rig says, is it worth to go orbless when the black hole is permanent? It can be. There are various, there are orbless strategies with perma. Many of the perma, many of the orbless strategies synergizes with orbless and vice versa. So you totally can, J-Rig. And orbless is better for perma than, well, that's one that also works with perma, unlike like you can't really orb devil or something like that effectively with perma. Okay, I'm gonna go 4x speed since we're feeling the energy shields dropping. Sorry. Totally, you can always rerun if it runs into another big hitter in this bracket. That's true. That's very true. I wish I wish I could do that too. That would be awesome. Don't forget the emotes. Don't forget to like the stream. Emotes. Says JP. Thank you. Thank you. Christian playing with a handicap to give others a chance. Yeah, totally. Totally. Christian's biggest issue with Tourney is that if he wants to focus on it, he'll lose around 100 quadrillion of farming in the same time, which is wild. But and I can totally see that. And the rewards from second and third are still good. No, that makes sense. I mean, we can take a quick look at it. Just because I'm paranoid. And so Christian's saying that it's not that big difference of being rank 1 versus rank 2 and 3, 4. Christian, I'm actually curious. I'm guessing, have you maxed out everything with keys? Or like, where are you at kind of in the key situation? Like, do you want keys now, or are you basically hoarding up without having anything to spend it on? And Christian, I see you commenting saying you hate to respec, but you have, I'm assuming you have workshop presets, don't you? Or maybe you haven't unlocked it. Hey, Tushi. Who are you? Do I know you? Okay. Okay. Are you on the live stream? I'm yeah, and people can hear you. You're live. No, you're good. You're good. Welcome. I was kind of doing it on purpose so people could pop by, so they don't just have to listen to me and my voice. But yeah, you're welcome. Welcome to the Discord. But yeah, you'll hear me talking to like nobody. It will sound like, but I'm talking to a live stream. Yes, they can. And I'm gonna slow down because there's a lot of comments I gotta read through. So Christian mentioned about hating to respec, and you maxed out all the stuff that you need and want. Now got it, but you don't have the workshop presets. Understood. And trying different things. Well, that's interesting. But so I guess you just. How is there? Okay, Andre, sorry, I'm on. Oh yeah, I'm on the live stream. Yeah, you're there. That's all good. I feel like I had to just maybe I put people in an odd situation of suddenly being public without knowing it. So what comment are we discussing? Yeah. Yeah. Oh wait. Oh crap. Andre, wait a second. Jesus, I'm messing up. I'm talking to myself. For them, they can't hear you. All right. Crap. I need to figure out how to do this properly.
It just sounded like you were just talking to a ghost.
Jesus, sorry guys. All right, I'm sorry about that. Hopefully now you can hear the Discord. That's funny that I've been talking to myself then for the last it seems like just one quick thing. It seems like everyone has a death wave bug who has updated that nobody can see their death wave. So Patrick, it's not just you. Oh wait, not. I could see one ring there, I think, but generally, I don't really see the death wave the same way. So, I think that might be a bug for many. But guys, let us know if you can hear now. The struggle watching Jay Plays do this is making me smile. The struggle of YouTube. Yeah,
Let's go.
But okay, so Andre, you can repeat what you wanted to discuss.
Yeah, so my take on the unlocking, because I've been talking to you, I've been talking to Spy, I've been talking to a lot of people about, because I wanted to buy a lot of stone packs to unlock all the ultimate weapons, but there's a way for like reasoning to do that or not. What was the best way? And the person asked if it's better to upgrade what you have. I mean, in reality, if the purpose of unlocking everything without upgrading the ultimate weapons with stones is for upgrading the labs, which takes a long time to do, which in reality it's what makes that ultimate weapon better than upgrading with stones. It would make sense to to unlock it early and upgrade it, make the upgrades in the labs faster. So you make that ultimate weapon as best as possible from as early as possible. That's one way to see it, but also the other way is you need econ. Everything in the game it's related to econ, so you need coins, and you only have 5 labs, so you cannot upgrade damage and econ in the same time. It's kind of, you have to one way or the other, because you only
Yeah,
have
and
5 labs. And
yeah, and I mean, I do like so. For example, when Christian and a few others answered about that, I'm death-defying. Sorry, I am so screwed for this tourney. Let's just do it like that for now, and can't be bothered with this tournament anyways. When Christian, for example, was saying how Golden Tower Plus, again, it all depends on where you're at in the game, right? Like Andre, you started what, a month ago, month and a half, and so
Yeah.
you're not rushing to Golden Tower Plus, right? You have
Well, I
lots
had
of
the
things
idea, but now after talking to a lot of people, it's better to not go for the all ultimate weapons and upgrade
No,
what you
you
have
want to not do
as much
that.
as possible.
Yeah, you want to develop your ultimate weapons, because if you rush your ultimate weapons, if let's just say you have 7, you've already spent a considerable amount of stones into those 7 just to unlock them. And then your 8th and 9th, if I'm not mistaken, are going to be a total of 5,400, right? 2,400 plus 3,000. So it will be a considerable amount. Even if you exalt it, it'll be a couple of months to get those stones. And then you also want to keep a balance of good econ with your Trinity synced. So it's just hard with the amount of time you have in your account so far, which is just my opinion.
the the one thing you bring up that is relevant in every consideration like that, especially when it deals with stone, is whether you're spending or not as well. It is much easier to rush if you're buying the Xala stone packs. It's much easier to rush
is,
towards
yeah.
Golden Tower Plus and so forth versus when you don't. I triggered the second win
But
on
it's
the
still-
wave 322. I'm so screwed for this tournament, and I'm not sure if I can even be bothered.
Yeah, the only problem that I see is the labs. You only have 5, and
You want to be focusing
know-
on econ. Early game for you,
yeah.
Your first year of the tower, first year and a half, you're going to be in the early game. You want to put all your labs into econ.
Shall you
So
play
if you're a
focus?
Black
All right.
Coin,
Okay, I'll focus.
Spotlight.
All right, let's focus. Sorry.
All right.
Well, thank you.
No. But yeah, guys, thank you. And I kind of want to figure out a better way where I deal better with audio and handle people coming to talk, because I feel like it's nice to get different people's perspective and not just having to listen to me. So thank you for popping by. I'll sort out my audio and things for next time, so it's much easier. Thanks, guys.
Yes, sir.
All right, so I knew I was gonna struggle, and I knew I was gonna struggle in part with ultimate weapon dropping down. It's kind of funny. I have just reached, for the very last tournament was the very first time I had 100% uptime on my chrono field, and immediately I'm dying because I don't have uptime on it, which is funny. Ryan, what website are you referring to? The Solar website? I don't know what website you're asking for, Ryan. But okay, so yeah, I don't know how much there is to focus on here, to be honest, but I should at least pay attention to see what I'm struggling at and against and so forth. But I think this is just a mercy of Chronofield. We'll see if there are certain things that I can tweak. To be fair, I didn't even see what got me, but it looked like it was some kind of fast or something of that nature. But yeah, Ryan, let me know what website. And Marcelo was talking about this strategy, a max devo strategy called SMAX or SMAX or however you pronounce it. The one thing to note is that there's basically 3 main branches of devo. There's the max devo, there's orbless, and then there's orb devo. And the orb devo is primarily focused on where you kill, and you kill in sync with the orbs. Orbless is more about where, because it's primarily in spotlight. And then with max devo, it's more about when. And it's you, for example, synchronize your smart missiles with your golden tower and black hole is SMAX. And then there's similar for inner landmines and other ways to go about it. Christian says, I can head on voice chat if you want to ask me questions about my build, etc. We don't. Yeah, again, I let the people here. I'll do a poll because I know that maybe some are fed up with me adjusting audio and stuff like that. At the same time, there's not that much interesting to see in this tournament. Should we hear Christian Peterson out? Yes, no. What's the most AFK version of Orbless? So Joey, that's gotta be what? Or at least one of them being the strategy that I'm currently running myself, which is free up Orbless. I mean, by its nature, that's the reason why you do it, where I start with my attack workshop at level 0. I just unlock all the abilities, but then free ups are doing the Orbless kind of scaling for me. I am finalizing a video guide on that. I hopefully will release in a day or two. But that's gotta be among the most AFK versions of Orbless that I can think of. There is only one time that I have to do anything manually, and that's when I intercept and change it to Orb Devo at a higher wave count when Orbless is no longer efficient. Christian, they say yes, they want to hear you out. They want to hear from a top player. So if you do have the time to jump on the Discord, and then I'll make sure to not mess up with the audio thing. I guess they want to hear from a top player perspective, if you're still there, Christian. I'm so annoyed about this tournament and the fact that I've already used up second wind and I'm basically, dying here now? It's crazy. All right, so Christian is here, so I'm going to just fix the audio very quick. Now at least I know partly how to do it. So you guys just let me know. Christian, can you say anything?
Can you hear me?
Yes. And I think I've set you in a...
For some reason I can't put on speaker.
Oh, okay. I can hear you fine at least. Guys, let me know if you can hear Christian. We now have a person who's what? Like, what are you rank-wise in the world, in the game?
The best I've been is top 50.
Top 50. Wow. Yeah, which is wild. And like lifetime coins. What are we looking at?
Wait, give me a second. I'm going to connect my AirPods.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
might hurt.
Can you guys hear? Yeah, they said they can hear you. Okay, so that's good. We can. And some of
Can you
you,
still hear me?
I can still hear you. And this might be a surprise to some, but me and Christian, we are fellow countrymen. Go Norway. So maybe we should just do the rest of the stream in Norwegian. Maybe that's how we go about it. Speak in codes.
Scary.
No, but that's cool, and thank you for jumping on. So, I did start a Q&A on the live chat on YouTube. Treat that now as a question for Christian, and then I'll try to. I need to still learn how to
I can't
use
see
it.
the
No, but I can bring them
Q&A.
up for you.
Okay.
And so yeah, so if you guys have any questions for Christian, you're now able to just ask those in the Q&A part there. But yes, I guess like as a first, like obviously, so you're very high ranked. How long have you played the game for?
Just over 2 years now. I joined April 23rd. 16th of April
Nice.
2023.
Yeah, no, nice. I'm gonna put you a little bit on the spot, but if you
Yeah.
were to share like some impactful tournament tips or things that you're like, oh, I wish I knew that sooner, like maybe in your own journey or a thing that you feel like people ought to know, what comes to mind or anything that you think people should know?
The current update of the game, I would have put a lot more stones into Poison Swamp. Cooldown, duration, Poison Swamp Plus. My Poison Swamp is, compared to my level, is probably the worst you can get.
Yeah, because it used to be much worse from a damage perspective, right? Like before the recent update.
Yeah. So I would also have tried and figure out the best optimal path for Poison Swamp labs.
How would you approach the Poison Swamp labs?
I probably wouldn't have put that much into my swamp radius. Yeah.
Yeah,
it's maxed.
Yeah, because so what Christian is getting to there is that you don't ideally want to end up in a situation where the radius is bigger than your tower range, or that you stun the bosses outside of your range. That's largely it, right?
Yeah. It also hurts my coin per minute.
Oh.
Oh.
So that's why you just keep it off?
Once I turn on Poison Swamp, my coins per minute drops by over half.
Wow. Wow,
Yeah.
that's wild.
So
I guess you guys should be advocating or like try to lobby for like a range, like a slider for the radius.
Yeah, that would have been great.
Yeah. No, for sure.
So
Cryo says,
for
"What's up,
me
guys?
right
Almost missed
now,
the stream." Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
For me right now, I'm just trying to tweak small things.
Yeah.
I removed or locked by using re-up card the Mastery.
Yeah, what do you lock?
A bounce shot and landmines, and that helped my coin per minute a lot.
And so you have shockwave size. You don't lock shockwave size.
I have locked shockwave size.
Yeah. Okay. So you have shockwave size as well. Yeah.
So now it just barely touches race. That's just how I want it. I don't want anything to be pushed out of my no zone.
Because how do you normally farm? Like what's your farming strategy essentially? Or like is there a build or a label for that? the thing you're doing?
I'm doing black hole digesting. Black hole.
Yeah,
What's it called?
yeah, BHD, black hole digester.
Black hole
Um,
digester. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm kind of in a way doing a baby strategy of what you're doing, where I'm also using black hole digester. I have sync time of 65 seconds, and I lock currently only orbs and shockwave size, and then it's like a orbless where I'm just juggling at the beginning, and then once I can't do more damage for effective orbless, I change to orb devil later in the run.
Yep.
And the thing you're pointing out is, so are you locking bounce shot chance or range?
No, chance. I have it at
Chance, yeah.
0.
Yeah. So there's kind of two ways people can go about that in terms of once they want to try to be more efficient, they can lock bounce shot altogether. Or
Yep.
in some cases, they can lock the range, meaning that you're still able to help with some juggling, but at least you're not hitting too far away, so it's more likely that it hits within the spotlight beam, for example.
Yeah.
But I'm assuming your spotlight is so wide, anyways, that you don't really need to necessarily worry that much.
I don't need to worry about spotlight at all.
Yeah,
For
is
me,
it like
I want
max?
my extra orbs. Yeah. I want my extra orbs to also hit my enemies.
Yeah,
Since
that's
I have
right.
the extra orbs for
Mastery.
Yeah.
And then the reason you're locking the landmine chance, I guess that's because it just interrupts the enemies a bit. Just the
it's
CCing,
just a little bit of CC. I do add bounce shot later in my runs, but in the beginning, I've tried starting runs at lower damage and let the pre-ups max it out to have a small improvement, but it didn't make that much sense.
No, got it. Okay, so I'm gonna see if there's some questions here. Everybody could hear you. Quintosh says, "Dan, my account is from May 2022, but I didn't play for 2.5 years." Damn, Quintosh, what could have been? You could have been beating Christian, yeah. I'm gonna click on the Q&A part. I struggle to jump between these interfaces. I don't think are there any questions? Maybe I'm clicking in the wrong places, but I can't see any questions. Do let me know if you have questions for Christian. This is the most messy live stream. I've triggered my demon mode. I don't even know what happened. I'm just this is one for the books in terms of me not really being focused at all.
Yes, I've invested a lot of money, actually. Way too much to be comfortable saying the number out loud.
Yeah, no, which is fair. There was a time were you one of those, or maybe you're not going to be able to answer this, but were you one of those who were on the benefits of those Stonepack deals that were kind of off the market, or like
no,
like
no, I've heard of it later on, but I wasn't. No,
okay, got it. I'm just gonna send my run to death. I'm gonna do another run with different builds. This doesn't off stream probably, but yeah, this tournament is just messed anyways. Maybe I'm starting to become like you, Christian, where I don't care about the tournament and I trade it with like a farm.
Yeah, I had to relab Chronofield duration just for this fucked up battle condition.
Yeah, because you've gotten max with stones earlier. So meaning, sorry, not max, but 60 seconds. So you haven't really bothered with the lab for a long time. No, that's right.
So now I'm slowly at this moment with my setup, I should have 70 seconds of Chronofield uptime by next Wednesday.
Okay. That's cool. And so we have a question as well. What tier do you farm?
Tier 16.
Tier 16.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, maybe I need to dismiss the poll. Maybe that's why I can't see the questions. That's a good point, Chris. I've done that. Where's the Q&A? Okay, so let me pull it up. I don't know why. Do I have to click end Q&A maybe to see the questions? Maybe that's what I.
I don't know. This is why I don't do YouTube stuff.
I don't see. Munchalicious, so you're saying that you posted a Q&A. I don't see it. I see the one question that came from Marcelo about what tier do you farm, but I don't see anything after that. I'm gonna try to just end it. People just ask questions in the normal chat instead, because I'm clearly messing up the Q&A feature. But I'm glad you're all able to hear us. The one thing that I'm kind of curious about is, so I'm happy that I've started with the black hole digester strategy, but obviously I'm assuming you virtually have full uptime on everything. Well, not necessarily fully on Deathwave, but what's your cooldown? I guess your sync cooldown, and I'm assuming it's with MVN you do the farming.
Yes, MVN. I'm on. I had to nerf my NVN to get a golden bot synced up with black hole GT and Deathwave.
Yeah.
So right now I'm rocking at 50 seconds.
Okay, yeah, 50 seconds, and that's amazing. I'll show. Okay, I'll show you the bracket, JP. I mean, the reason why I don't care about this tournament run is I'm gonna do another, but I'm gonna be 16 to 24. I'll do a proper setup where I'll try some other strats, but this run I'm just sending it to the death. I'm more just eager to talk to you guys than a proper tournament strat, and happy to have guys and experienced people like Christian on the stream. So hopefully that's an opportunity for you guys to ask him some questions. He is already, though, amazingly active and contributes and answer questions across live streams in chat as well. So it's not like your only shot or chance to talk to him. There is a question of how do you achieve the 50 seconds sync?
I have everything. My cooldowns are maxed.
Yep.
I have spent way too many rerolls on my Multiverse Nexus.
Yep.
Ancestral on everything except Golden Tower cooldown. That's mythic to keep having 50 seconds.
Oh, so what problems do you run into if that was ancestral?
My cooldown would be out of sync. My golden bot, which actually gives more coins than Deathwave, Spotlight, and Orbs.
Yep.
So there is it's these few small things that adds up over time.
But I am curious, before you got to the point where now you have perma or like 100% uptime, basically. But I am curious, often for us who are at that stage just before it, like myself, I'm at 65 seconds. I know there are people on the stream that are anything from like 70 or 80 or 60 something as well. When you were working yourself towards 50, did you do a perma strategy or a sync strategy?
Give me a second.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, what was the question? My bad.
As you worked yourself down to 50-second cooldown, what kind of strategy were you using? Were you using a sync or like a perma?
I had I've basically gone through all of the small different changes it's been over the years. Devo, max everything. Try what's it called? I can't find it. It doesn't actually matter.
No worries.
I've tried all of the small. If anyone here remember the infinite runs with the
that was
old
before my
Poison
time. But I've heard some rumors about those. Yeah, maybe tell us about what they actually were, because I don't think many people know.
That was before elites. You would run Harmony Conductor and Poison Swamp. So the bosses would miss, and the only thing you had to worry about was energy shield and boss time. So everyone run it at. I can't fully remember everything.
No. We're not gonna quote you
Some
on
time.
it. Yeah. But you
Um,
could virtually run as long as you wanted, right? Like in terms of like it
Yeah.
was infinite. Yeah. No,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
People did 14, 15K runs
Oh, cool. Okay,
on
so there's
old
a lot of,
tier 10, 11.
and they had to be there. Was there a specific reason to why they had to be in tier 10 and 11?
Nobody could farm any higher.
Okay.
At that time, we were all too weak.
I got it. So yeah, then Marcel is saying I
But I
do
would
90
definitely
meter.
right now.
What? Sorry.
What?
Go ahead.
But right now, considering how strong UV econ labs are,
Yeah.
I would definitely try and aim for perma black hole GT. Death wave is seriously expensive.
Yeah.
To get those last few.
Yeah.
But trying to get it all synced is definitely massive.
Yeah. And that's also where like my situation is a little bit unique, or has been for a while, simply because I've been lacking the last Galaxy compressor. Galaxy compressor for a while. Now, since I do have a Golden Tower cooldown and that wave cooldown on my MVN, I can get perma with Galaxy compressor, but considering that I'm at 65 seconds, it is better for me to focus on sync with BHD as opposed to a perma. But this could differ obviously from people's different builds and so forth. But a key part of it is also that in those 10 plus seconds where I don't have Golden Tower and Black Hole up, I'm not really killing much at all. And so it's still almost like I have perma in terms of when I'm killing things. But it's just that I get the benefit of the Black Hole Digester, which you obviously enjoy the benefit of as well.
Oh yeah.
How high does your free upgrades get? The percentage.
Right now I'm at 160 for attack and defense and 157 on utility.
Wow, so like 48%, 480, so 48% coin bonus from that.
Yeah.
So Munchalicious said earlier, how? So we know Golden Bot Synced increase a certain percentage of coins anywhere from 20 to 40%, depends on upgrades, how much Golden Tower Plus increases. Oh wait, hang on. How much Golden Tower Plus increases your coins income at unlocking a different level of upgrade? So Munchalicious, Christian can correct me on this, but generally speaking, you often hear from people that one level in Golden Tower Plus is about 20% increase. But Christian can maybe has a different experience or a different number in mind on that. But in terms of your coin income, that typically a level is 20%.
around 20. Around 20% is correct.
And
it's
no, go ahead.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, no, I was just gonna add that I think there's a lot of less science on like one level in Golden Bot will do this and that. I think that will be so much harder because the Golden Bot is quite RNG in terms of how it moves and so forth. But as Christian was pointing out earlier, and which is the case for me in my farming runs too, is like my Golden Bot tends to do about 50% total of my income. And so it is massive. Is it up to like 60% for you? Is it 50, 60? Is it there 40? Like I'm guessing around somewhere around.
I don't know the exact number because I can't be bothered to actually do the math. Oh, your round ended.
No, yeah, I saw. I don't care. I'm gonna do another proper try. This was just a lovely, beautiful mess of of a stream, but I'm glad to to have someone to ask and learn from, and including all you guys in chat as well. I'm sorry, there's probably quite a few messages that I've missed today. But
the main thing for GT Plus
Yeah.
to be good is GT duration. You want
Yeah.
your golden combo to be as high as possible.
Yeah, and
Uh,
maybe you can talk more about this, because I feel like this is an important thing for people to be aware of. Is one thing is that you want to extend the duration, but it's also that, say if you have a sync time, you want to make sure to offset your golden combo time compared to your sync time, correct?
For me, when I unlocked GT Plus, I was already at the level where I had to stop working on everything else than GT duration to get it back to a level where it actually was good again. Over the last go ahead. Year around that, they've added so many levels, like straight up coin, stone investments, where it's actually hard to, I don't know how friendly I can say this, but fuck things up. For me, the biggest mess up was when they added more Death Wave cooldown, because that unsynced everything.
Oh yeah.
So I had to wait another, I don't know, 6 tournaments or something to get enough stones to get it maxed, and then nerf my Multiverse Nexus.
And then potentially use like the bot slider for cooldowns to make sure things are matched as you deal with it, maybe, or I guess maybe not for
the
you.
bot slider is actually trash.
Yeah. Ah, yeah, it's useless.
It would be good if you could do it by every second, but it's the same as the upgrade time, so I couldn't get it synced at all. There was no chance.
But the one thing that I wanted to emphasize about the duration, so, well, going back, one more, I guess, question regarding what you were just saying, though, is like, say, in my case, mine is 47 seconds. It's not great, but I'm working myself towards Golden Tower Plus at the moment, which involves first unlocking Smart Missiles and Poison Swamp, probably more or less directly, maybe with a Damage Mastery on the way. Some people, I often get questions of like, oh, should I prepare my duration in advance, or should I just deal with it when I get Golden Tower Plus? And my rationale so far has been, I'll deal with duration once I get Golden Tower Plus, because I feel like it not going to give me much on the journey towards where I anyways need to save. But I'm curious if you would increase duration from the get-go.
No, I would wait until you get GT up to GT plus X, and then work on duration. I can't remember the spreadsheet in my head at the moment because I don't need it anymore.
Yeah.
But I would,
there's a lot of things you don't need to worry about anymore, right?
Yeah, so I would mainly focus on getting GT plus and then get duration, instead of having the duration and just GT plus is so freaking huge. I can't stress enough how big GT plus is.
Yeah.
So by waiting until you can upgrade everything else after you got GT plus, I would do that. Especially considering how many stones you get for free right now. I would mainly focus on getting GT plus and then get everything up to par.
Yeah. No, I feel that too. And yeah, Munchal is just so basically when you unlock like GT Plus like 20% and each upgrade around 20% is like a very easy, immediate estimate. Of course, everyone's tower is going to be different, so don't quote it necessarily exactly. And like totally also added 12 to 20% depending on the duration. If you have low duration, it's less gain.
Yeah, that's right.
And Totally is pointing out how for the bots there are two sliders for the bots. There is one lab slider and one metal slider, or like the event slider.
Okay, so they added more.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah. So there's two of those, so they can easier kind of customize it. So Matthew's asking, I don't understand. So is it a problem if I have 48 sec sync and a 50 sec duration? So Matthew, I'll answer in terms of like my understanding and the reason why I was emphasizing earlier that you don't want them to match. So 48 and 50 is perfectly fine because they are offset by 2 seconds. You could maybe make it so they're just 1 second difference, but again, it doesn't necessarily matter. The key thing is if you had 48-second Golden Tower Plus and your sync is 48 seconds, so like they're exactly the same. The issue is that Golden Tower Plus combo, as you probably already know, it only starts to count the enemies that spawned after it activated. And you know, from most builds, is that when your Golden Tower and Black Hole, etc., activates is when you already have a solid stack of enemies already on screen ready to be hoarded and already being grouped up, and they wouldn't count towards your Golden Tower Plus. And so that's why you make sure that just your Golden Tower Plus duration is at least anything but your actual sync time. I don't know if that makes sense to you, Christian, or if you have a different view on that, but that's my understanding is that you just avoid the Golden Tower Plus duration to be the same as your sync.
One thing also, they changed it. I don't know exactly when they changed it. It's been a while. But before, people were hoarding up enemies and then turned on UVs when GT activated and got massive golden plus counts.
Is that maybe why they limited like the toggle on 40 times maybe now in a run? Where like you can only...
probably. Yeah.
Wait, nowadays you can only turn this on and off 40 times?
Yeah. There is
one of those.
There was a lot of people who, how can I, they misused some of the stuff the developers gave us.
Yeah, including the ranking, right? Like if you share ranking spot with someone, you would place upwards.
That was for many people a big loss.
Yeah. One comment from Marcelo earlier that I don't think I was mentioning was he does a cool strategy of 90 meters orb devo with a golden bot that is synced, and he finds it hard to beat with orbless. Haven't really managed to do it so far, but the looks of it, he might never do so. 70 seconds cooldown, and I'll work on getting it lower. But yeah. And Marcelo, I'm just first adding that I'm kind of in the same where I'm not finding permanent type of strategies helpful or better, I should say, than the sync focus. But I am a combination, though, starting as orbless, going into orb devo, as opposed to... Because I feel like, at least in the beginning of the run, you do get a bit more from orbless, because we have a smaller spotlight, and so the orbs won't kill indiscriminately when you have a low spawn.
One thing also to consider, Marcelo, is having a shorter range makes the spawn spot of the enemies closer to your tower, so you can kill them quicker.
And there's even strategies with Orb Devil where you want to do 30-meter range simply because there's less area around your tower, around your wall to hit. So it's like you kind of take less hits, so the enemies stack without touching your wall in a way easier. So there are
Yeah.
lots of ways to go about doing things differently, which is part of the beauty, of course, with the game and people doing different things. Where is 7? Yeah, I guess 7 is is sleeping. That stone pack is calling your name. No, I don't think so. Unless. That being said, so one thing that I'm doing, it's a way to plug that, I guess. From here on out, any super chat that goes to, well, during my live streams will go to basically just a stone pack fund. And so whenever we reach $60, no matter how long it will take, we will do a stone pack giveaway live on stream. We'll do like marbles or some kind of fun way to do it for the live viewers. But yeah, I guess that was just a way to plug how you guys can benefit and hopefully win, and how if anyone does give super chat in the future, they don't go to me, they go to just a pot for you guys to win. So just mentioning that. T-Ball says, I feel bad. I've pulled 5 out of 9 ultimate weapons, no golden tower. I've already put money into this game, so I can't restart. Ooh, and Hans says he got it as 7th. Ooh, that's harsh, guys. And it's unfortunate, I think, that the game is designed in the way that it is, where these things matter so much. Christian, when did you get, like, were you on top of the game from the get-go, or were you, like, following your own thing and you were not connected to Discord or best practices early on, or, like, when did you get Golden Tower?
I got Golden Tower as my 6th EV.
So there you go. So there's hope.
When I started the game,
yeah.
On my main account, I got actually GT as my first pull, but I thought it sounded weak, so I decided to get Death Wave, the old Death Wave, which
the
sucked.
old wet. Yeah, that was a harder one. That was a different beast.
So I was like, "Ooh, Death Wave! This sounds this sounds good." Yeah.
Oh, nice. Let's
So,
see if we get
yeah.
something better.
I hindered my econ a lot by picking.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Getting Death Wave over everything else.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Totally. Yeah, I bought free up Mastery and rushed level 1 out of 2 to lock range. Orbs, landmine chance, got 20 plus coin gain, mostly due to closer spawn and max black hole coverage. I don't think I can go back to higher range for farming. Yeah, no, yeah. It's wait, Christian, what range are you doing? Are you doing min range, I'm guessing, or?
Min range, yeah.
Yeah.
30 meter, then I add the range card. So I'm farming at 43.5 meters.
Oh, okay. Is there any reason behind the 43.5?
I'm
just
trying out
testing and you
different.
kind of,
yeah, I'm trying to find out. I used to farm at 90 meters.
Oh yeah.
That worked great. Then I've tried at 58 meters. That also worked great. Right now I'm trying at 45.
I'm wasting gems
43
now.
meters.
Yeah.
So for me, it's a lot of tweaking out my tower and see what actually gains me 1% here. Yeah, it's those small numbers which will add up over time.
Yeah, and I think that's ultimately the key, right? Like people just have to try different things to see what works for them. Me personally, I normally would run with lab level 5, and then it makes it just, if I go max range then for my orb devil final stage, then it just makes it 75, and like the orbs hit perfectly in black hole. So that's just the rationale for that. but like Marcelo was sharing how his Orb Devil strat is with basically level 18, I think it is, so with 90 meters, and so forth. But I think the key thing is people shouldn't be afraid to just try new things.
I don't know. Only thing to consider is don't spend all your gems. Not now. Wait until we see what
Yeah.
special modules they will give us, if it's any good. If it's like project funding, I will spend all my gems on that.
Yeah, I'm so sad that I just have a single epic project funding, even though I tried to get it at least to mythic. So it really puts me back for tournaments, and of course my DC also being
Probably
mythic.
would still be your best.
I mean, you could try it now. I'm gonna try it maybe for my. It's crazy. You think a single epic would be my best?
Yeah.
It would be better than the
even
Pulse
though,
Harvester.
yeah, get the cash substat.
All right, come on, give us some cash. I should have maybe locked it, but.
But guys, I have to run.
Yeah. And I'm gonna do my second run, I think, off stream as well, not to bore people. But thank you so much for joining, Christian. I appreciate it.
Have a great day, guys. And JP, let's go!
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Let's go! Oh yeah. So I'm being I'm gonna level it up. I think though, yeah, I'm gonna max my level. I'm being completely messed today. Like my whole stream has just been one big mess. I can't even find my. Oh, there we go. Why doesn't it take the level? Is that something that... Again, I'm completely off. Should we just go for epic cash bonus? I don't care about the rest right now. Well, let's just go. Let's go. I love that voice. All right, I think we can just... I really don't need any of those though. We're just gonna use up all of this. Whatever, we'll take that. Now I can watch with my PTSD getting triggered. You can't exchange level if one is higher or at max. See there, I'm learning something. Submit that, JP, submit that to the knowledge hub. I wasn't completely aware of that. So I don't know if I'm gonna bore you guys with another run. I am starting it. I wasted so much gems just starting and restarting tournament. But this is what I often like to do. I'm much more methodical, like analytical and careful when I do this off stream, but often I do run several tournaments just to learn and test things. But one thing that I haven't tested at all, and it was interesting hearing it from Christian, was to use project funding at a single epic. I honestly don't know what to say if it's better than my current setup at a single epic. It's, in a way, I'll be happy and know there's potential, but at the same time, it's wild, especially if I don't get more project funding in the near future. Let's go. So one task for you all: if you go listen to JP's streams in the future, do just share link to me and timestamp if there's specific kind of audio bits that you want out from it that we should have as sounds on the Discord server. So keep an eye out if there's some cool phrases that we should use. All right, I can add some music again now. Oh, wait, just as I added music, hang on. Just as I added music, JP came in. The real one.
I didn't want to stay for long, bro. You have an awesome stream going. With no
What?
black tournament, bro. With no black hole. With no black hole. Yeah, man. Awesome stream, bro. Christian's the man.
Christian's the man. Bro. Yeah. No, and it's great to get other people on and learn and hear from them. I need to have a bit more structure about that. Both, I mean, we tried that when we did the double stream on yours as well, right? Of like fixing the audio channels and all that.
It's a lot of work, man. It's not like a switch, like on and off. It's a lot of work.
Yeah, we need to figure that out.
So I doing this, I'm giving YouTubers more and more credit. You know what I mean? With soundboards and like I know it's simple, but it's really not.
Yeah.
Especially audio levels.
Yeah.
One thing I wanted to ask Christian. I wanted to say he left, but I couldn't ask him. He brought something really interesting that I don't know if it's a thing or not. But Golden Tower range. I don't think I talked to you about that, Jay Place.
Golden Tower range.
I've never heard of it, but he brought it up the other day and we were talking and he's like if you zoom out of your if you lower your game menu and you look at your Golden Tower, sometimes you could kill stuff outside. And I'm like, what are you talking about? But that's something cool, man. Another concept that you don't hear talk about.
And so, is there even a range on Golden Tower? I thought it was considered as the whole screen.
It was just an interesting topic we talked about, and it's something interesting people could think about, even if it's not a thing.
Yeah, no,
because you do see landmines appear sometimes when you kill enemies outside of the Golden Tower, and landmines do appear outside of the range.
Yeah, and I mean you see my chain lightning, right? Just killing some things outside here right now, like outside the visual. Is that
a real thing or not, guys?
But yeah, people can if anyone knows, would love to learn. Oh, interesting. Jerry, at least from his experience, is saying project funding Mythic plus and is not better than Ancestral Galaxy Compressor. I think for me in this one...
With that statement, you have to also know like his cooldowns and all that stuff. It's just a broad statement. You have to know maybe his GC is helping him with his cooldowns more.
Yeah, no, 100%. And that argument could be made for me as well, of putting on Galaxy Compressor just so I have more uptime. Because that's what I was taking chip damage the previous times. And so... Yep. Well, I wasn't doing much damage to the boss either, to be fair. That was everything was bad in that tournament.
But yeah, guys, I'm going to hop off J-Plays. I just wanted to say hi. If anybody wants to join his, it's in his Discord. He's in a public duo lobby. There's only one person allowed in here, so if you guys want to chit-chat, come and join, man.
Yeah, I figured it was better to jump on the duo so it's not too many voices on top of each other.
Yes, I like it. So if you guys want to join, hop in there. He's out
Dumbledore's. He's out there.
All right, Jay, please. Good luck.
All right. Take care.
All right, bro.
Let's go.
Now you clicked it too. That's funny.
Let's go.
So for context, for those that didn't know, like I did create audio sound bites of JP, so I can play those on my stream right now. So I can go.
This boss.
So Jeff has left. This is just clips that I've made.
DP the boss. DP the boss. Man, I'm happy too.
Live streaming is a beast, says Jalen forever. Yeah, no, it has been today at least. Normally, I feel like I have a bit more structure and being better organized. Dbel999, when merging modules from blue to purple, is it a random chance to get a legendary effect? Well, if you merge it from blue to purple, you can't get legendary effect. And yeah, Graham has already basically responded to it. The only way to get legendary effect is on a legendary or better mod, not rare or epic. So yeah, that's right. So you can only get as high as your module rarity itself, right? So on this one, I can maximum get mythic. On this one, I can get maximum epic, and so forth. German Forever says, from what I can find, GT range is just visual. TP the boss. It's helpful for me who don't have the voice like GP. I can just steal from him by pretending that he's here.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go.
Oh, so you mean the unique effect? Well, the unique effect is also scaling based on. Oops. The unique effect also scales based on your module rarity. And oh, Dbel, I see where the confusion is. So blue rare mods, they can't get a unique effect in the game, and it's super confusing at first when starting the game. But the only modules that have unique effect are the modules that you pull from here, from buy modules. You cannot merge blue ones and get unique effect on those. Those are, when you first start out the game, the blue ones are fine just as to use initially before you get those with unique effect. But after that, these are just fodder to be sacrificed. You got the J-Blaze voice, yeah. Maybe I need some of my own at some point too. But for now, we're using Jeff's. But yeah, guys, I'll see if there's any more questions. I don't think the stream has already lasted for a long while. And so I might just do these streams, the rest of the runs offline. But let me know if there's any other questions before we do conclude, though. And it seems like every time I turn on music, there will be someone popping in, but we'll try one more time. Jamin Forever says, yeah, project funding did not get me further. It was like 90 waves less. Ooh. All right, I think I'm gonna be experiencing the same too, but you don't know until you try. Oh, I gotta claim this anyways. I was thinking that was gonna be a reset soon, but that's in one day. Yes, come spend my stones. Towser, come spend my stones. I have 400, was it? 400 stones. Just need 2,000 more. Just not enough CC. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing for me is that's where my Galaxy compressor might be better, because I mean, I barely paid attention to my first tournament run, but I feel like it was every time Chronofield dropped, I just died. I will get back to normal standards when it comes to tournament performance and focusing on that in the next stream. Wow, Dowser got 1.1k. That's nice. That's a lot of stones. What are you doing with them, Dowser? What are you getting? Dumbledore, what I think about fetch? It sounds super, super interesting. I need to get the data first of how frequently we're gonna get gems and medals from it. That will see how messy my tournament run is. I haven't even changed to my my free upgrade. Or put on the free upgrade. This is a mess. Yeah, I think we're ending the stream after this. I haven't even locked my enemy attack level skips to get my enemy health level skips. Deeble says, should I save my gems for my 5th lab or get my cards to 6? Ideally, you want to get your 5th lab as soon as possible. So try to do that. Dowser says, should I hit the bullet now and pick Chronofield so I can roll again for Death Wave? Ooh, but to be honest, I don't know if I should invest more in the ones I have. So Dowser, which ones do you have again? It annoys me that I'm doing a tournament run that is already messed up as well. So stupid. But alright, I'll answer your question, Dowser, and then I think we'll conclude. I'm happy too. And best of luck to all of you in your own tournaments. Hopefully you have a bit more structure to yours and do better. For me, I knew that I'm not getting any keys today anyways. And so it's fine. Like, I'm not gonna PB with 50 waves in these conditions. There's no way at all. So it is what it is, and I'm in some ways saving myself time of not going too hard on it. JPlay is gonna spend 1,000 gems on tourney reruns. Yeah, I mean, I spent like 100 so far, and I shouldn't waste more. All right, Dowser, I'll check DMs for your stuff. And Tom Dower says, does space displacer affect in a landmine ultimate weapon, like all the stats and spinning ability? So what it does is it does give you a lot of inner landmines spinning around outside of your tower, outside of your wall. So it can be super nice for kind of like perma-stunning bosses and so forth. And it can be nice in these battle conditions as well. If my space displacer was a little bit better, I might have taken it out for a spin. Where is it? But it's not bad, but I would have wanted landmine chance higher, because then it would convert more regular landmines to those inner landmines spinning around. So it follows the same rotation, basically, Tom Dower. But okay, I think we'll end with that. There's not really, I think, anything insightful to learn from this current ongoing tournament run. Of course, if there's ever anything, then reach out on Discord, on our Discord, on the JPlays Discord. There's a lot of knowledgeable people that knows a lot and can answer a lot of questions. So interact with that community as well. And check out also the Knowledge Hub for various useful tips and frequently asked questions and so forth. Tom says, it keeps giving me space displays. I'm tempted to get in a landmine ultimate weapon for 800 stuns. It's not a bad one, Tom. I feel like it starts to shine maybe more early legends, but it's not a bad one. But yeah, with that we will end. Thanks a lot, guys. Sorry for the messy stream, but I appreciate each and every one of you for tuning in. And I'll promise it will be a better and smoother one next time. So thanks, and best of luck in your own tournaments.